With the dawn of a new generation of consoles and its inevitable pimping of exclusives, comes a title that's ready to push us into another era of gaming. Just not quite with the full title we were expecting. The first taste is $49.99. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Swing into the Spider-Verse once again. And by the Spider-Verse, we mean the same New York City map from the last game, as you don the mask of a different wall-crawling superhero, just in time to show off the graphical chops of the PS5, as the smoother animations, faster loading times, and seizure-inducing particle effects do their best to prove to PS5 owners that getting a $500 console at launch wasn't a mistake. And the 99% of people that didn't sell their soul to Satan and/or Best Buy just get a PS4 expansion pack. In a brief experience that adds a little bit on top, but mostly feels like playing more of the first game. Except for the part where they changed Peter Parker's face completely. Now he looks like an anime character that just graduated middle school. Navigate the tangled web that is the story of Miles Morales, a teen that coincidentally received spider powers in exactly the way OG Spider-Man did. Except he also turned into a human taser and got an invisibility cloak, essentially making him better Spider-Man. Then watch as he grows into his own friendly neighborhood hero, as Peter Parker takes a vacation and leaves the defense of New York to a 17-year-old boy, which doesn't seem like it's super in character for someone whose whole thing is personal responsibility. Then feel the visceral, relatable anxiety of being really, really bad at a job you just started, as Miles tries to keep Harlem safe in a turf war between an evil corporation run by evil Ryan Seacrest and a gang of super teched-out thugs led by, of course, his childhood friend and love interest, all while trying to maintain a social media presence. In a story predicated on extremely genius-level teenagers all coincidentally connected. That's basically the video game version of a popcorn flick. It gives you exactly what you were expecting. But let's be honest, we didn't come here for the story. We all know why we bought this game. Ha! Worth every penny. Explore the vibrant streets of Harlem that you'll swing around with the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. And the actual main difference from the first Spider-Man is that they put lo-fi hip-hop beats to relax and study to in the background, as you search the city for the usual collectibles hidden behind one of the game's 3 or 4 puzzle mechanics, where you'll pick up time capsules, tech caches, and samples for your uncle's Fire mixtape. Then get sidetracked as a crime pops up and you feel like you have to kick a bunch of dudes off the side of a building for justice. All to collect tech and activity points to unlock upgrades sometimes, but mainly cool new costumes, until the game reminds you that you have a bunch of side quests that you should check on your app, ranging from fleshed out character building missions that make you feel a connection with digital Harlem, to the same pigeon catching horse from the first game, in exploration that starts out feeling pared down from the original, until every mission adds a bunch of side objectives to the map. But honestly, whether you do any of that stuff or not, it's still fun as hell just to swing through the city. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. And I guess, in this case, that means billions in property damage. Plunge headfirst into trouble with Spider-Man's signature battle mechanics, as you swing into a swarm of bad guys and continuously beat them into submission in a way that would absolutely kill them, as they spice up the original combat with a handful of different special attacks that they decided to call Venom powers, since that's not confusing at all in a franchise that has a long-standing character named Venom. And if that's not enough, you can take advantage of your new cloaking ability, which basically ratchets down the stealth difficulty by several notches by giving you a get-out-of-jail-free card, as you casually fill the ceilings of chambers full of dudes with cocoons like you're playing Charlotte's Web, in combat that still feels satisfying and snappy just like its predecessor, but didn't really account for the power creep of the new abilities. Or maybe it's just the fact that you played like 100 hours of this game already. So charge up that Venom punch and get ready to feel the exaggerated swagger of more Spider-Man. in a game that's filled with the spirit and energy of the original, but a lot less of the big fights that made it feel like a marvel. That's still a great showcase for what next gen really looks like. And you know what they say, with great power comes huge price tags.
PlayStation.
Starring Static Shock, Gone Holland, Coracle, Cybergoth Girlfriend, Broke-Ass Black Panther, Mama Aosita, and the amazing Spider-Cat. Spider-Man Far From Full. You know what I do have to give this game credit for? Not bringing back those sequences where you played as someone that wasn't Spider-Man. I could go the rest of my life without having to do another Mary Jane stealth sequence. Tell us what you'd like to hear in my honest voice in the comments below. I wish they'd shut the gates and let us play ball with no press and no fans. I tried cheating death once, but he plunked me. Citizens of Dalaran, raise your eyes to the skies and observe. I'm as hard as Heimdall's tower. Wake the f*** up, samurai. We have a city to burn.